They're very upset about this. Obviously, they're being mobbed by protesters, rioters, antagonists. I don't even know what to call it, but they're being mobbed over there by people trying to stop federal law enforcement. You even have, I think it's the Border Patrol, Customs and Border Patrol Chief, Dan Bongino, out there. Oh, they're so upset about this. So he's out there with the tear gas saying, get back. If you don't want to get hit with the tear gas, maybe get off the streets. Maybe stop interfering with federal law enforcement and their ability to enforce a law. Like, this seems like a more than a reasonable request. Thank you, Mary Clark, for joining the Decoy Elite. They're throwing stuff at him, too. They're very upset about it. They're calling him Nazi Greg Bovino. I think I said Bonvino because I was thinking of Bongino, but no. Greg Bovino and his masked thugs firing off tear gas on the streets of Chicago, ignoring the literal riot occurring in front of his face. So then, yeah, you had Commander of Operations at Large, Gregory K. Bovino, saying, "You mean after taking gunfire, vehicular assaults, bricks, physical assaults, riots, and much more? Funny how you left that out. Care to tell the truth?" And then this account replies saying, "Show the footage of this gunfire, you filthy pig." Now, obviously, they're not going to have the footage of this because this is a video taken by one of these activists, one of these protesters, one of the people that are actually rioting in the streets. They always seem to delete or clip out the footage of them being the aggressors because all they want is these nice images of, look at them, oh my God, they're doing this to unarmed civilians, these are Americans, how dare they? And then it's like, yeah, they cut that out, but if this person says, show the footage of the gunfire, you filthy pig, all you have to do is just Google search ICE agent shot at, and you get insane amounts. You get all these video results, but also you get the insane amounts of articles of in Chicago, the shots fired at Border Patrol agents in Chicago. This was a day ago, so this is probably the same incident. But yeah, they were shot at in a little village. How dare they use tear gas? And it's all about we were taking hits ourselves, but it's just about the imagery. Because the sad thing is they're just running with this right now, where you have this kid going out there. What is this? I don't even know. Is this Hillsborough? Is this the same area? No, this is a little village. So another part of the country, they had them saying, "Oh my God, like poor them." They were taking. Let me get this resized. It's like, we're so desperately scared because they're enforcing the law finally. It's no longer America under Biden.
To walk out their house because I might not be able to say goodbye to them if they go to work.
Super sad. You don't want to see this, but you knew once they started enforcing the law, it's not going to look good. You can't say, you know what, we had our first instance of something sad, something emotional. Guess it's time to throw out all laws in America because we don't have the heart to stomach what law enforcement sometimes looks like.
In front of hundreds of people at a Hillsborough City Hall meeting this week, 16-year-old Manny Chavez made a tearful plea to city councilors.
I'm scared that everyone that I love I'm not going to be able to see them again because even though that they're U.S. citizens, they don't care about us.
This is brainwashing. If they think because you're a U.S. citizen you're getting deported, this is because nonstop mainstream media coverage telling you they're separating families, people are disappearing, they're going to Alligator Alcatraz. Like I saw on Reddit them crying about the 10,000 people that went to Alligator Alcatraz and disappeared. Like, they're literally trying to make them think that they were fed to alligators or all sent to Zimbabwe or something. Like, they are detached from reality where this kid, an American citizen, is worried about his American citizen family being disappeared. Is it possibly because his family's out there protesting and getting in the way and throwing rocks and banging on cop cars to stop the deportations? Yeah, if they're breaking the law, like anybody breaking the law, yeah, they might be disappeared to jail.
They treat us like dogs. They treat us like animals.
Inspired to speak after two of his
Show me the video. Show me the video.
friends from his soccer team shared about their relatives who have been detained by
And the
ICE.
weird thing is, though, is this guy seems oddly happy to do it, and maybe he's just having a genuine response, and that's how he handles it. But it's kind of weird how happy a lot of these people are when they protest. Like, I wish I had the video of the woman that was holding up a sign. I think it was outside the one over in Portland, Oregon, where she's like, "ICE took my mom. ICE took my mom," but she's smiling when she's chanting, and it's like, is it because she's happy she's getting on the news, or is it because she's happy they took away her mother, or is it because she's just oddly reacting to something sad?
A lot of people contacted me and like were saying they're proud of what I did and how I spoke up. And
Oh yeah, you spoke up. So now this is your big social media moment because you went out there and said, "Hey, look, they're deporting American families, and I'm upset about it." That was my call to fame online, like or in my community. Kind of sad.
that it was brave of me to do.
Manny was born in Oregon.
It was brave of you to do, to just echo the same thing you've seen every celebrity, every left-wing politician, every athlete, every commercial, everything you've seen on TV. It was so brave of me to repeat what I've heard verbatim.
His mother is a small business owner and pays taxes, but still he fears for his family and
Why?
others. Today, I sat down with him and asked him what he wants the city to do.
I hope to see them be on our side and at least do something about the police department, having them help more on the immigrant side.
But I want Manny to know, and
What would the police officers do other than getting in a literal hot civil conflict with federal law enforcement? I don't really see what they're expecting them.
I want everybody to know that if we could banish ICE like that, we would. If an ICE agent and a Hillsborough police
is
officer
this
come
guy?
into contact, whatever the ICE
Oh,
agent,
Mayor Beach Pace moved
they take
this is the mayor.
precedence because of this supremacy clause.
Hillsborough Mayor Beach Pace moved by Manny's testimony. Pace says the city has been designating money to support Latino organizations and businesses,
So your tax dollars go to illegal immigrants. Very good to know.
noting the Hillsborough police can be a resource.
If a family member or anyone sees somebody that's in the process of being detained by ICE, they can call 911. Hillsborough police will arrive, and they can verify. They can ask to verify identification of the ICE agents.
Okay. I mean, if they're serving a warrant at your house and it's like somebody you never seen before, even like if you're being pulled over, like, hey, I'm being pulled over by an unmarked cop car. It has like, red and blue lights. You call 911, like, hey, I'm being pulled over. Can I verify that this is an actual peace officer, not some impersonator? That's something that I think that, yeah, law enforcement should be able to do.
Despite what the city can do, Manny, a junior in high school, wants more for himself and his community.
I really do want something to change because
And the messed up part is this is his imprint on the world. But the sad part is, like, Kangman Lee reposts this meme where it's like, yes, oh look, a crying kid, we must throw away civilization. That's exactly what the Democrats are doing. Oh look, images of scary federal agents dispersing literal rioters and people that have been shooting at them. Gotta throw away all the laws now. Like, that's exactly what we're seeing time and time again, because look at this over here, and I can't confirm it, but you have over from r/Illinois on hyper left Reddit. A man rushed to the Broadview ICE facility searching for his wife. They followed every legal step, but ICE took her into another room and she vanished. He tracked her phone there, then the signal died. Police told him to look up her name online. He sat in the parking lot weeping with no answers. Very, very, very sad scenario to 123,000 upvotes, which I don't even think they have that many real, genuine active users. I think this is botted. But sad situation. He gets separated from his wife. Now, why his wife couldn't get citizenship is something else entirely, but just all these things. I can't type out what they'd do if they saw my wife. Pro-core family values party. This is all heartbreaking to see every day. Like, they're very, very going in on these ICE facilities are looking more and more like concentration camps, which is just an insult to the people that actually went to concentration camps. But then you saw over here from the Joe Rogan official subreddit. So remember, Reddit likes to do is have r/Joe Rogan or r/ I don't know, any conservative or just even moderate content creator. They will hijack that subreddit to be a anti-Joe Rogan subreddit. So if you're like, oh, I like Joe Rogan, let me go talk about it on Reddit. Oh, no, in fact, I don't like Joe Rogan because all this coverage about it is nonstop bad. So I see over here on the real Joe Rogan subreddit saying, the viral AI photo of sad man convinces the left to cancel borders and laws. The parking spots are 3 feet wide. His pads magically shrunk and he lost a finger. And they're like really zooming in on this image over here. And I don't know if this is fake. But you're looking at it. In this hand, it does look like he only has 3 fingers. It does look like his sport coat and his pants blended in the same thing. I mean, this may very well be an AI image. Because people are saying, oh, I don't think... Where's the... There was a post over here saying... This... Oh, yeah. I genuinely don't think this is AI. His left hand and index finger may be on the back of the phone. They're likely on parking spaces, but to indicate a no parking zone. This is not a no parking zone, hash marks. They say, there's a partial human face on his shoulder in the second photo. So they say that it's the AI started to generate a face. Here, Maybe? I don't know. Weird obstruction in the second photo that should be present in the first photo if it's several steps back. That's why I think this is AI. Like this first photo is from up close. There's something in the way. If you step back, what object is this and why is it gone? Okay, send it through an AI image detection generator. Is there that? Let me see. Oh, Reddit won't look him. Okay, whatever. I don't really care anymore. But yeah, it really does look like it's going to be AI because they say that's not how shadows work in broad daylight. His blazers merges into his pants. But the crazy thing is, though, is if this is genuinely an AI image, at least 120,000 bots started saying, oh my God, like what's happening in Illinois? Like the top 1% poster on Reddit is saying, look at this sad image. We got to throw away civilization. Border laws, something that's enforced in every single country, especially the countries of the flags they're waving at the no ICE protests in California. Got to throw away the laws, guys. Got to throw away the laws because we had a sad image. And it's very sad that that's where we are right now because, yeah, wait, actually, look, in spite of all the coverage I've been doing about this is not an anti-ICE protest, this is just the Dodgers win the World Series, but anti-ICE protest, anti-ICE protest, anti-ICE protest, anti-ICE protest, all these anti-ICE protests that they've had throughout the months. And still,
assembly in violation of
they stand in the streets trying to block, I believe this is an LRAD device. They block the streets, like what is it, school teachers, they say? Or trying to stop them outside of Broadview? No, outside of Broadview, Illinois.
These are moms from across the western suburbs, they say, and they're demanding an end to the campaign of chaos. That's how they describe.
Oh, they're going to sit in the street, and yet, despite all of the things that they do, they are still deporting them by the busload. I think they've even had said, counting self-deportations, 1 million of them are gone. 1 million of them are gone, and they've done nothing about it. And I think that a lot of people need to see this video right here because it pretty much encapsulates why mass immigration will not solve the problems. Oh, they're escaping political persecution. They're escaping global warming. They're escaping religious persecution. All bad things. But this is an old video that just pretty much illustrates why we can't solve it. Why America can't solve the world's problems. Why we can't be their piggy bank, their food bank, or their salvation from anything. If you have strong, able-bodied individuals in their home country, sad to say, they need to stay there if that country has any chance at survival.
Last year, when we took 1 million immigrants, these countries added, births over deaths, 80 million more people into the impoverished population. And this year, Congress is bringing in 1 million legal immigrants. And this year, according to the United Nations, these countries are expected to add another 80 million people. And next year, you can be quite sure that Congress, unless stopped by the American voters, will bring in another 1 million immigrants. And these countries, unfortunately, will be adding another 80 million people into these impoverished nations.
So we can impoverish this nation too, or we can try to figure out how to help them. Now, the sad part is, whenever we have USAID coming through and saying, you know what, we're going to provide houses, we're going to build a church, or do something over in one of these impoverished nations, it always seems to just be a shady organization that gives money back to themselves. So we obviously aren't the world's food bank, the world's salvation. We're not even the world's like a sanctuary state for them to escape to. It's only going to make us worse. So it's like all these things they're protesting and saying, oh my God, did you see, how they deployed tear gas to stop ICE agents from literally getting shot over in Chicago? There's no actual solution they provide other than, here's some sad things that we saw. You guys better vote Democrat.